CLNV appears to be in preparation to something similar that happened with COSM, but we have to validate this first. Okay, let's go ahead and verify. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again on this fine Tuesday night. This is ARCa coming at you with a CLNV technicals, raw price action, and statistical threat of analysis. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our Discord community called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's go ahead and dive right into the charts. Okay, so yeah, we're looking at CLNV on the 3-day chart here, and what I mean by preparation to something similar that would, to what COSM did is actually in volatility. Now, volatility is already starting to expand yet again, and that expansion phase could actually make a cross over that moving average. If we do get that cross, then volatility would, in a sense, increase heavily. Okay, but and to tell you the truth, is just the candles are getting very, very, very small like this, and usually that kind of presents a type of bearish signal. But in this case, momentum is not suggesting anything bearish. In fact, it is very much in that upside continuation, and that blue average has crossed the yellow, which usually means an incoming upside is imminent. Okay, so let's go ahead and now move on to the next chart and see what we have. All right, so in respects to this tri formation here, we actually had a larger scale pennant followed by that ascending or rising wedge, right, which could be a little bearish. But within that rising wedge, after an uptrend, we are forming a smaller scale pennant, which is actually presenting a little bit of confusion over who's trading what. Okay, and that's the reason why I think that the price action has been just a little bit dull, aside from whatever could happen fundamentally, of course. But this would be in line with the behavior of the company and the sentiment behind the shareholders as well. Okay, so what's good here is that the price action that we talked about yesterday was absolutely met. We were talking about yesterday coming right back down to test our support from the pennant yet again, and we definitely did. And now we're printing, an upside. Okay, this is a pretty good signal here that it is a hammer, at the bottom of a downtrend. But we would essentially need this to have a longer wick, for it to be a better quality hammer candle. But nonetheless, it's still a hammer. Recovered the inside of the the pennant, so that's a very good thing. Okay, so now just a review. Okay, just a quick recap. If we were to take into consideration the topside target of the huge pennant that we're riding, we actually take that trend line from the top side of the pennant all the way to the lower end of the price action from the pennant, being this candle here, and then we apply it to the supposed area of breakout. Okay, so in this case, you can actually see that we're being taken to about 29 cents, which is very close to that 30-cent or 33-cent target that we've been looking at regarding this ridiculous cup and handle that I hate so much. Okay, so that cup and handle, to get that price objective, again, okay, that price objective would actually be figured by taking a trend line from the top of the cup all the way to the bottom of the cup, and then we apply it to the handle top. Okay, so in this case, you can actually see that it takes us to that 33-cent zone. So and also it takes us right to the 3.618 golden mean. Okay, so we have two formations suggesting the 30-cent zone. We have a geometrical target from the Fibonacci ratios at the 3.618, very important golden mean, suggesting that 30-cent zone. Okay, so these things are just stacking up to the upside. Okay, and now the next thing that actually did have that upside suggestion as well is actually at, you know what, I don't even have it here, but I'm pretty sure that I can add it. Let's see. So CLNV, I have a few edits of this that actually are suggesting that upside continuation, and it's that broadening ascending wedge that we've been looking at for quite some time. But you guys know what I'm talking about. That broadening wedge actually has a huge, it's basically this one right here. Okay, so just looked at, it's a little bit of a different structure on the daily time frame, but the top test number 3 area would essentially be that 30-cent zone as well. Too many things rhyming within that area. But let's look at momentum and see what it has to offer for us. Okay, you guys. So the immediate short-term time frame, 30 minutes, just like we always do. the purple line represents that RSI signal. The 14-day simple moving average is this pink line. Okay, so we have a little bit of consolidation in the 30-minute, but please know that this is likely to live out pretty fast. And in fact, we do have a little bit of upside continuation on that 5-minute, so it would literally pressure the 30-minute into that upside eventually anyway. Okay, leading into the bi-hourly, which is already making a very important cross above that 14-day simple moving average, suggesting an upside continuation. Okay, also outside of that gravitational zone. Okay, so very important things here, as this is suggesting an upside nonetheless. Okay, now the 6-hour is suggesting an upside as well. It looks to be a little limited, but please know that as we reach that gravitational zone right here, that'll give us a better shot to actually succeeding that 14-day simple moving average and diving into the bull strength percentile. Okay, now the daily time frame and the 12-hour time frame are not as strong, but they are still nonetheless pivoted towards the upside and using that 14-day simple moving average as that form of resistance. Okay, let's look at the daily one more time. So the daily now has moved below that 14-day, but it's still suggesting some upside. So there may be a little bit of a battle in the daily. Okay, so that just means that we may see some sideways trading. Some range trading up and down. No capitulation suggested just yet, meaning downside. Okay, so very important thing here on the bi-daily RSI is that we're very much in that gravitational zone from the bull weakness percentile, and we are suggesting that upside. But since we have that 14-day simple moving average just above us, we can actually face resistance there and then come right back in and then use the gravitational zone again as support and then come back in. So something's going to have to happen for us to break out of this. Okay, so now the 3-day time frame is slightly bullish as well. 14-day simple slightly bearish as well, suggesting consolidation nonetheless. Okay, so it looks like the asset is actually waiting for something to happen. Very limited downside here from the 5-day time frame, which actually means that we could potentially see more of an immediate upside over the time, using still the range of this ascending or of this rising wedge. Okay, so which means that we can actually for tomorrow's session face an upside to about I would say 7.75 to about 8 cents. Potential 8 cents, close to 9 cents, followed by a range trading. Okay, so it's very much in correlation to what's happening with the momentum indicators. Okay, so just know that the range is still very limited, but still nonetheless suggesting an overall upside. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep our eyes on CLNV. Definitely know that I'm not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment. I cannot suggest for you to buy or sell any assets whatsoever. Okay, you guys, I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be just fine. Now, if you do feel like you want to kind of chart alongside me, with these tickers that we cover on a daily basis, definitely refer to the link for TradingView in the description below. That will actually greatly help out my trading future if you did sign up for a TradingView subscription, and then we could actually look at the charts together, right? Just like I'm looking at them now. All right, you guys. But with that said, I wish you well, a very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.